that I've already shared some of the reasons why people feel this way, or how certain people function differently from each other. What are the ways that you can overcome these so-called fatigue, exhaustion, tiredness, or whatever? Firstly, it's the way you use the word. If you're so casual about it, then you don't realize yourself, or people don't realize it, that by using a word like exhaustion, you've mentally or emotionally bogged yourself down. So extremely important is to kind of fine tune that thought or that expression, and come down to very mellow words, or words which are not very serious, so that you can feel a lot better about yourself and about the day and stuff. Go for a walk, go for swimming, play some sport, do some mindfulness, eat the right kind of meals, spend time in nature, and when you're physically exercising and tired, then it makes sense to be feeling the so-called fatigue and tiredness and stuff. But very important to shake those hormones, endorphins. And exercise plays a very important role, because exercise is not just about weight loss, or exercise is not just about reducing and coming to a size zero or whatever. But exercise actually, if you were to research it and understand it, exercise has an extremely crucial role to play in how you feel. And the word people use, the mood, the disposition, you're happier, you're livelier, you're fitter, you're less angry, irritated, and stuff like that, which normally people get, so that's human trait. But the point is, avoid using such terms, because they just bring, like I said, your energy down and stuff. So now, if you're going to ask me, how do I know if I've had fatigue, or I've had exhaustion or stress and something, is something which you have to figure out. But what I can tell you is that, how do you feel that you've had a great day, and how do you feel that you can do a lot better in a personal or professional situation? Think about the days when you've had the best of times, and when you've been best at your work, or in a personal situation. How did your day start? What were you thinking? What was your thought process? What all did you do to give you energy, not take your energy? Did you have good food? Did you have good coffee? Did you have a good sleep? Did you listen to some good content? Did you walk in the sun? Did you spend some time reading? Did you rest a lot the previous night? And if you can, think about those, it'll help you to figure out also why you're not feeling good. So let's say in this weather, or in the weather that we have, summers, a lot of people have bad tummies and stuff. So then the first question the doctor will ask you, what did you have? Did you drink something? Or did you do something different and stuff? So this is where I'm coming from. So you got to kind of keep a tab on what you're kind of engaging in, and you can actually put a finger or write down 5 to 6 things which have actually helped you feel great and good. And if talking to certain people, or talking to certain personalities, or doing some tasks is depleting you, always a good idea to bounce it off with your boss, or with your family members, or with your coach, or whoever you're living with, so that you can actually know the reason why you're feeling that way, and you can actually, let's use the word, deal with it and stuff. Okay. So if every task, also, this is the way your mindset or your attitude works. If you look at every task given to you as slavery, drudgery, thopod, imposed, like in school, we used to be forced to do our homework, holiday homework, right? So our parents would be sitting on our head with a ruler, or they would be putting us in a room and asking us to complete our task. So the day you enjoyed your homework, the day you did something which you really liked, like a science project or a physics thing or something, you felt so good. And suddenly, when you were asked to do in Sanskrit or Hindi, you were like, it doesn't get the best out of me and stuff, right? So it's something like that. So if every task is approached with that attitude, that what feels good and great to me, and what gives me joy, enthusiasm, let's use the word passion, energy, what excites me, what makes me look forward to something, and all that, then you'll know that what keeps you moving forward, and what keeps you up. And when something is bringing you down, acknowledge it. It's very important to acknowledge it. If something is not feeling good to you, it's feeling unhealthy to you, and you feel you're not going to be at your best in your personal situation or your professional situation, always a good idea to address it, and work on it. Maybe you can talk to some people to mentor you, coach you and stuff. And probably sometimes it's just a way of thinking and stuff. So if you approach a task in a less stressful manner, or a less emotionally withdrawn, or a less forceful manner, then you're going to love your task and love your work. And if your body is tired, it's obvious, yeah. If your body is tired, if your body is not feeling good, if you're not feeling up to it, nobody else can get into your body. So take some rest and get some sleep, get some nutrition, get some nice chai, get some coffee, go for a run, go swimming, get a haircut, dress well, have a bath, look after yourself, take a break. And remember that every day your life is not supposed to be an endless chore where you're carrying so much of stuff, so much of weight with you and stuff. So take it easy. Let exhaustion be replaced with simply feeling a little tired, and fine tuning those words. And then the first step is to get back to energy, to realize that you have awareness, greater awareness about what works for you and what doesn't work for you. And staying flexible helps the most. 2 years back, I could do certain exercises, now I can't do those. So I could be shocked, I can be like, surprised, or I could just be very hassled with myself. Oh my god, I'm not able to do this exercise. But the point is, I'm able to do so much more. So this is from my example. Like, if I've been on medication, so my body on certain exercises is not very flexible. So I can stand there in the mirror and look at myself and say, oh my god, no, I become so fat, I become so round, I look so horrible, my clothes don't fit me and stuff. And I can go in a self depreciating mode, or a self pity mode, or I can say, okay, fair enough. You know what? I mean, I'm not able to do it, but I can do that cycling, I can do boxing, I can do more of cardio, I can do more of ground exercises, I can do more of walking, I can do more of golf. So, always a good idea to look at what you're able to do, rather than feeling sorry and feeling sad for yourself, and also letting, the world drown you, and people around you any which ways, with their own experiences, with their own journeys and stuff, with their own conversations and drama and stories get you down. So why would you want to do that to yourself, okay? So the caption is, when feeling exhausted feels a lot more than tiredness, it's time to take a break. It's time to rejuvenate. It's time to kind of let loose on those big ideas or those small ideas. And always a good idea to rejuvenate yourself. Maybe listen to some music, you know, go for a drama class, go for a dance class, play that sport, make a call, spend some time writing, you know, spending time creatively, constructively also helps you. So hope this helps. I'm on jkapani@gmail.com, jashinkapani.im@gmail.com, and jashinkapanioffice@gmail.com. Thank you so much for your likes, and thank you so much for your messages. I'm doing much great, much better, and I'm hoping to be out there and stuff. Honestly speaking, the weather's also getting me down off lately a lot. So this is also from my experience, that after cervical, how things have changed in me, and how body changes in me are kind of throwing challenges at me every now and then and stuff. So people around me are shocked, I'm shocked myself and stuff. But then the only way to kind of come out of it is to talk less about it and to find solutions about it. So it works that way. So love and luck, and take care. And we're not robots, we are humans. So always a good idea to pause. Only you know how your body is doing and stuff. And if you genuinely want to get out of it and stuff, a good idea is to do less of self-pity and less of this rona dhona. Always a good idea to stay spirited and to follow positive quality stuff. If you know that war, or if you know that watching something gets you down, why do you want to even follow it? But at the same time, if something gives you an adrenaline rush, something makes you feel alive or livelier, do that. Isn't that better? So hope this works for you. Enjoy. Take care. Bye bye.